Welcome back to the Gun Dungeon, guys. Got something a little different lined up today. As you can see from the title and the thumbnail, we've got an old one out. This is an old Mossberg 185K 20 gauge bolt action. It's an old gun. I can't even find serial numbers on it anywhere. Maybe y'all know where one's hidden. I can't find a serial number on it. It's actually labeled OF Mossberg and Sons 185K-A. 20 gauge, 2 3/4 inch. Something kind of cool about it if you ain't seen them or not familiar with them. It does have a removable box magazine. Now this only holds 2. From what I gather, they were kind of finicky. Like I said, this gun is super old. It's not something I use a lot. This was actually my great-grandfather's and got passed down to me through the line, and it more or less just rests in the safe. These are not valuable, as far as I know. They're not a collector's item, nothing like that. It's just a cool old gun. The bolt is about as simple as you can get. Locks in the receiver there. Really nothing to speak of as far as locking lugs on the bolt itself. Pretty sure all the lockup you get is right there in the receiver. So it is what it is. It's super simple. Simple safety in the back. Fire, safe. Missing a little plug out of mine, looks like, but I got the big red F, so I know it's on fire there. So the reason I've got this out isn't so much about the gun itself, but it has more to do with this type of choke that's on the front of the gun. Now these are called a poly choke. Now I'm not a shotgunner, so if I say something wrong, correct me in the comments, but don't burn me. And you can twist it, and it's labeled here on the front, improved cylinder, modified, or full. So as you twist it, it goes down, you meet those lines. I guess there I'm at a modified. If I wish to go further, there, looks like right there, I'm at a full choke. So I don't know exactly why these things fell out of popularity, but it's my notion that they did. I don't know if just because they look god-awful on the end of a barrel or if they don't work, but either way, I figured today's a good day to find out. So what I'm gonna do, I've got some number 7.5 shot 20 gauge here, and I've got some number 4 shot pheasant loads, and I've got a paper set up, as you can see in the back here, that is exactly 10 yards from this little front table that I'm gonna be shooting from. So I figured 10 yards, that'll give us a decent little pattern. We can see if anything changes. We'll just go from improved cylinder straight to full and see if it changes. And if we get substantial results, we might as well try out the modified in between, see if it's actually a modified choke. So without further ado, I'll get my camera set up and we'll see how this thing does. All right, so I've skidooted up here to the front line. Make sure I'm on improved cylinder, that's as open as it goes. I guess you could go past that and have open, I don't know, but it ain't marked that way, so that's not the way I'm gonna do it. So, there we are on improved cylinder. Oh, guess the bolt won't open if the safety's on. There we go. There we go, improved cylinder. 7.5 shot. Let's see how it does. I can see where the wad went. I guess we can just go flip that around and try it again, right? So that's about the perfect distance for that choke, because I've got pellets, just a few, almost to the outside edge on both sides, but the majority of it you can see was centered. So you get a good idea of what the pattern looks like. That's improved cylinder, 7.5 shot. Of course, the wad went through right here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another target up. We'll choke it down to full choke and see if we can get a difference here at 10 yards. All right, fresh target up. Before I load it, let's go ahead and run her down. All right, so there we are. We are now on full choke. We went from as open as this choke will allow to as closed as it'll allow. Same ammunition, 7.5 shot. Let's see. Looks quite a bit denser, really. Let's take a look. All right, so I don't know how I'm gonna hold these where you can see them both, but this is the one with the full choke. So you can see the pattern there. They still extend out. This over here, improved cylinder. This is full choke, 10 yards, 7.5 shot. Not as much. I mean, I don't think if we went modified, according to that poly choke at this distance, I don't think we're gonna tell a difference. So we'll just stick with improved cylinder and full. I mean, the pattern looks a little bit more dense, but not a whole lot. Which again, it's 10 yards, but. All right, so let's see how our number 4 shot does. See if having a little bit bigger shot makes a difference. Set them up and try again. So it looks like I might have some rain moving in on me. Rain and paper targets don't go well together. So I'm gonna try to speed it up just a fuzz. Improved cylinder. This is number 4 shot. We're back to the open. They'll shoot. Back to the open. Like I said, this is number 4 shot, 20 gauge. See how it does. All right, so number 4 shot, 20 gauge, 10 yards, improved cylinder on the poly choke. Still making it out almost to the edges of the target. You can see the shot's quite a bit larger. Pretty dispersed pattern for just 10 yards. So I'll set this aside. We will grab our number 4 shot again and choke it down to a full choke. And we are set back up. Twist this thing back down. There we are, back on full choke. Full choke, 10 yards, number 4 shot, 20 gauge. I definitely did not center that shot. That was my bad. It's to the left, but let's take a look. All right, so here you can see I patterned it to the left. That was my bad, but I think that's quite a bit denser pattern. This was the improved cylinder. This was the full. I don't know. Looks quite a bit more dense to me. I mean, I know it's just 10 yards, but I believe you'd have quite a bit more dense pattern at further distance with this choke. You'll have to let me know what you all think about it. So that's about all I got for you today, but before I let you go, I can't not run this old girl with this box magazine. Just throw a couple in here. I already got one in the chamber. Don't tell on me. Fun old girl. Till next time, guys, stay tuned.